In this video, I will explain the reinforcement in column. In column, there are two forms of reinforcement. One is longitudinal reinforcement and other is lateral ties. In longitudinal reinforcement, if the required length of the bar is more than its design length, therefore overlapping will be provided. The overlapping length of the bar is 45 times the diameter of the bar. In longitudinal reinforcement, the area of steel of longitudinal reinforcement shall not be less than 0.8% nor more than 6% of the cross-sectional area of the column. That is, minimum percentage is 0.8% and maximum percentage 6% of the gross area. The use of 6% reinforcement may involve practical difficulties in placing and compacting of concrete, hence lower percentage is recommended, that is 1 or 2 or 1.5. When bars from the column below have to be overlapped, means the maximum percentage is limited to 4%. Here there is overlapping is provided, therefore here maximum percentage of steel is 4. Maximum area of steel is 4% of the cross area. In any column that has a larger cross sectional area than the required to support the load, the minimum percent of steel shall be based upon the area of concrete required to resist the direct stress and not upon the actual area. The bar shall not be less than 12 mm in diameter. The minimum number of longitudinal bars provided in a column shall be 4 in rectangular and 6 in circular column. If the column having helical reinforcement, the minimum number of bars is 6. In a helical reinforcement column, the longitudinal bars shall be in contact with the helical reinforcement and equidistant around its inner circumference. Then the spacing of longitudinal bars measured along the periphery of the column shall not exceed 300 mm. In case of pedestal in which longitudinal reinforcement is not taken into account in strength calculation, nominal reinforcement not less than 0.15% of the cross-sectional area shall be provided. In pedestal, 0.15% of steel. Pedestal means it is the compression member having the effective length of which does not exceed the 3 times the lateral dimension. Then transverse reinforcement. Transverse reinforcement are in the form of lateral ties, circular ring or helical reinforcement. This transverse reinforcement prevent the buckling of the longitudinal reinforcement when it is loaded. Here the pitch and diameter of the lateral ties. First we calculate the diameter of the lateral ties. The diameter of the lateral ties should be greater of the two value. One is 1/4 of the diameter of the largest longitudinal bar. That is, if the diameter of the longitudinal bar is 16 mm and 20 mm, we take 20 divided by 4. And another one is 5 mm, now it is 6 mm. About the two values, that is diameter of largest longitudinal bar divided by 4 and 6 mm, we take the greater value. Then pitch. The first condition is the least lateral dimension of the compression member. That is, if square column means if the column size is 300 mm into 300 mm, we take 300 mm. For rectangular column, the column size is 300 mm into 600 mm, means we take 300 mm. Then the second condition is 16 times the smaller diameter of the longitudinal reinforcement bar. That is, if the diameter of the longitudinal bar is 16 mm and 20 mm, here we take 16 mm, that is 16 into 16. Then another one is 48 times the diameter of the transverse reinforcement. If the diameter of the transverse reinforcement is 6 mm, then 48 into 6 mm. Out of the three values, that is A, B and C, we take the least value. That's all. Thank you.